Well, I would like to thank the Academy, but I didn't go to the Academy. I went to Georgetown Middle School. So a lot of teachers here at Tech, on the other hand, are worthy of winning an Oscar because teaching teenagers every day while smiling is quite an act. Aside from teachers, I would also like to thank my band and drumline members, athletic teammates, and fellow volunteers in several clubs who made amazing things happen with our combined talents. If we didn't always win the championship or contest, then at least our friends were there to laugh at our problems or share their fruit snacks. I am honored to have been your class president for the past 3 years, and I'd like to thank our class advisors, Mrs. Gerke and Mrs. Lord, as well as my phenomenal team of student government officers who helped plan and fund some unforgettable class events. I'd like to thank everyone in the class of 2016, even if we only had a few classes together. I'd like to thank my bed for always taking me back every night, even though I hardly ever spend any quality time with it, ever. And of course, I'd like to thank my parents, who have supported me since day one, and Mom, a little while before day one. Pregnancy, yeah. The last time I gave a speech at a graduation, it was my kindergarten graduation, and I had to memorize a few sentences about being able to ride my bike all by myself. But a few things have changed since then. First of all, this speech didn't have to be memorized, although my cat probably knows it as well as I do by now. And secondly, we did not all have to practice songs to sing as a class, because we left that to the professionals on the chorus, luckily. And thirdly, I had to wear dress shoes today because my light-up sneakers didn't fit anymore. In fact, I think one of the coolest aspects of going to Sussex Tech is that the seniors sitting around you right now are not the same kindergarteners who sat around you 13 years ago. We all came from various middle schools around the county, so we have only been together for 4 years. Yet, we can't remember a time without the friends that we made here. We came into freshman orientation so pure, so naive, such excited little prepubescent potatoes. We openly accepted each other for who we were, and now look at us. We are quality Thrasher's French fries. The glow-up has been real, and I think parents would agree that, like Thrashers, we kids are happier when we're at the beach, and we're a little more expensive than you expected, but your wife or husband wanted them, so you get them and then you keep them around for 18 years, and then before you know it, a seagull swoops down out of nowhere and takes us away to college or a career. And after 4 years of being harvested and in the same paper cup together, we have become pretty unified. I guess it would be difficult not to be as close as we are after throwing glitter in the tech pack that still reappears in our cars even after 3 trips to Jiffy Lube. We came together as a class for early morning school-wide protests on Twitter every time it was foggy or a little bit chilly with a chance of snowflakes. And we didn't have a delay. Over the years, we have danced to Gangnam Style and the gas pedal. We've hit the Quan and dabbed. And we've done the Bernie lean, which used to be a dance, and now he's a presidential candidate. We have survived DCAS, Smarter Balance, pre- and post-tests, the SATs, the ACTs, driving with Mr. Elsie. And Ebola. The Zika virus doesn't even know what it's up against. We have winged 5-hour tests and managed to only cry during the water breaks. To quote the great Barbadian philosopher and eloquent lyricist known as Rihanna, me put in work, 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 work. When you are gone, learn, 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 learn. Well said, Rihanna. After all this working and learning together, our class is probably tough enough to get into the salty spittoon. Not just because Thrasher's French fries are salty, but because we wouldn't have to open up that ketchup bottle, because Thrasher's doesn't use ketchup, and ravens fly above. But deep down, we knew that we salt and vinegar French fries could not stay together forever. Up until now, we have spent much of our time trying to impress colleges and employers. We strive to get excellent grades and volunteer enough community service hours and participate in a variety of extracurriculars and become certified in our technical areas to make ourselves the most well-rounded individuals on our resumes. We might keep up that pace in college or in our careers, where we will keep striving to earn more money and titles to build upon our credentials. It's going to be lit. But there will come a time after high school, after college, and after our careers when our resumes are no longer needed. We will no longer be applying to college or seeking a new job, and there will be no one to keep track of our achievements. Suddenly, you are the only one who has to know what you have accomplished. So, what will you have accomplished? Did you only seem involved on paper, or did you truly contribute to the peers and organizations around you? Did you volunteer your time just for the log of community service hours, or did you create a lasting impact on people and issues you were passionate about? Did you spread happiness and hope to everyone you met? When who you are on paper no longer matters, who will you have been in person? Every one of us has the ability to change the world we live in, but it is not just possible for us to change the world, it is necessary. There are people in poverty, animals near extinction, habitats near depletion, political systems in corruption, and social issues that need the individual talents of all 366 of us in order to create a better world. Today is the last time that we will all be gathered at once at Sussex Tech. We have cheered at our last pep rallies, shaken hands at our last games, eaten together at our last school lunches, presented our senior projects for our last graded assignments, and said goodbye in the halls after our last 8 periods. Thanks to social media and smartphones, we will never really be out of reach, but the journey that our class has made together for 4 years now must be made alone. Between now and our upcoming reunions, we each have the potential to create our own amazing life stories and make our marks on the world in our own ways. And when we do finally meet again, we will have quite the stories to tell. Thank you.